Ugly gang shit. I get Wait, is it Malloy? I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. Yeah, I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. Smoking on exotic weed, killing bad energy. I don't let it get to me, so they try to get me in my dream, but all my demons died out. I feel so alive now. You can't kill my vibe now. You can't bring my high down. I can feel the energy, and yes, the past is history. Heavy meditation keeping me away from misery. Walking through the galaxy, when I wake up back to reality, I get so fucking high, I can't feel anything. Light another blunt, all my problems start to drain. Henny in my cup, cause it numbs my brain. I'm so fucked up that I can't think. I'm so fucked up that I can't think. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. Yeah, I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. Yeah, I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day. Yeah, I've been through this before, so it's just a replay. Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I do the same thing.
There's nothing official about this, you understand. We're just talking off the record. But sometimes you have a feeling about a person that you know very well that either he is capable of killing somebody or he isn't. It's just a feeling. But occasionally I found it has a definite bearing on the truth.
Boom. I get high, everything is okay. Even though I'm high every second of the day.
I get sleep shitty and I don't really care. I love it, dude.
What time did you leave the party?
What?
I left at midnight.
I left at like 1:30.
Maybe 12:30 I left, but yeah, that was past my bedtime.
Way past mine.
What up, brother Bear? What up, MJ? What up, Maxwell?
I took my sleep meds at fucking 2:00 or something like that.
What the hell?
Yeah. So
what up, Robert? Good morning, jerk-offs. He says he's tired.
Oh, I'm tired, dog. I'm tired, man.
It can't be from the dancing too much, because nobody was dancing.
Dude, I rocked.
Novi was dancing.
I I didn't dance, but I was sitting there rocking, and my knee fucking
Dude,
just
you were
killed me.
no. When the Covenant came on,
Yeah, that's why my knee hurts. That's why my knee hurts, bro.
I loved every bit of everything that went on yesterday.
I was rocking too hard for this broke ass knee, bro.
Cause baby girl, I'm loving it.
We on a grind all the time. Yeah, stop, dude. I'm tired, bro.
Fucking with these jerk offs. Woke up high.
Yeah, dude.
What up, teardrop? Masshole. What up, squirrels? Good morning, jerk offs. I am home. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yesterday was great.
What up, Brian Miller? Just wanted to
What up,
stop by and say hey to y'all. Be safe, stay real. Love y'all. Kick ass, be healthy, and sweet for always. Thank you, bro.
Thanks, brother. Love
Appreciate
you too,
that.
bro.
In middle school, in 6th grade, we were locker neighbors. JD, good morning, bro. He says thanks for having us. No, bro.
Thanks for coming, bro.
Thank you for coming out, and thank you guys for putting on your fucking doing your thing. I sang every word to your song when you were singing it.
Kayla was too. I seen Kayla over there singing it.
Oh, I was vibing to that song. Let me tell you. Carly was like, "This is a song from Live, right?" I'm like, "I get high."
Yeah.
Hell yeah. They all like, let's talk about Ugly Game for a second. They all did good. They all
did fucking
I've heard TV and JD's song before, but I never heard Clutch's song before. And
Clutches was sick, bro.
Clutch was sick. He really was. For not knowing the song, I was getting it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Everybody showed out, dude.
Yep. Then you had Flagrant Music. He fucking did a 15-minute set. Fucking
came out.
Yep, he was good. What's this? T had a tiny amount of sway.
Dude, T, me and Jessica were standing to the side watching all your reactions to like JD's set, and you were just like over there vibing, and Jessica's like, look at him, and every couple of seconds you'd be like, woo, you'd yell something out, but you were just like vibing over there, just drifting with the wind. I'm like, dude, he is in pure form right now.
I was lost in the song at one point, and I look over at Kayla, and she's just over there smiling at us. Like it was like you were mom watching your kids fucking do something special.
It was great at first.
I'm like, I felt weird for a second because I was singing and you were staring at me, and then I was like, no, she's singing too.
I was jamming out. That was a great time.
Robert says Two Down was a hidden gem. That's why, yes, Two Down and Kane Perez, when they come together, dude, it's one of my favorites. That Covenant song, Two Down, is hype as hell. You know, I like those guys. I like listening to those guys, not like at a concert.
Dude.
And the gang, Polo Frost, Flagrant Music, they all did their thing. They all did great. The DJ Sussex Smooth did a great job.
Yeah. Everybody. Dude.
Everybody did such a great job.
Hey.
I was so happy.
You don't interrupt the champ like that.
Oh, yeah.
I won the pie eating contest like I said I was going to do, because we do things we say we're going to do around here.
And then Eli tied with the junior one. That was great.
Yep. Eli looks at me.
And Eli.
He says, okay, so little backstory real quick. I won, right? So I go up to Eli and I was like, here, you want my hat, bro? I was wearing my hat when I won. It was caked. It had pie on it and everything. I was like, here, dude, wear my hat. It's the champion's hat. And he looks at me. He's like, I don't need that. So I went over. I gave it to Lily. Lily's like, yeah, give me that hat. So that's why I was behind Lily. Lily she just needed that tongue to work a little faster.
She needed one more good lick, dude.
So what with Lily, it was like you could see she was getting it, and then she'd sit back like, "Oh my gosh, this is a lot."
My brother.
But afterwards, Eli's like, "See, Dad, I didn't need your hat."
Aww.
Got a championship bloodline when it comes to pie eating.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying all to you. Listen, my brother, he was like, at first he was real skeptical about doing it. And I didn't even ask at first if he wanted to do it because I just figured he don't like to be messy. He wouldn't want to do it. But as soon as Ryan offered it, he was like, yeah, I want to do it. I'm like, you do realize you're going to get pudding all over your
he was
face.
even sitting down and still skeptical up until the point that
Yeah.
that I tied that bib on him. He was still second thoughting it.
Listen, he put his face in that and started licking it and then came back up for a breath there and goes, I hate this. And put his face back down and started doing it again. I lost it. All three of the kids next to him heard him do this. And my sister goes, me too. And put her face back in it. I was dying. And they're like trying so hard to turn that pan with their tongues. And they're like, you can help them. I'm like, but it's kind of fun watching them try to do this.
Yeah.
I was throwing that pie around in circles and everything. One time Nate had to bring me back the pan one time because I was almost standing up trying to get it for a second.
I remember like looking down on your end of the table for the adult one, and Victoria was coming up for a breath of air, and there was a piece of pie stuck right to her eyelash, and I'm like, this woman's a champ, man. How you getting it up those eyelashes?
Here's my thought process. First of all, I went in knowing I was going to win. Okay. There was no doubt in my mind.
The whole day he was saying it.
Uncle Mike was trying so hard.
I manifested this shit. I'm sitting there and I got more than half my pie done. You know, I got the crust and I kind of peek from on both sides of my eye, you know, to eat my opponents on each side. And I'm eating it and I take a breath real quick and I'm like, dude, I am blowing these two away. I got this for sure. All I hear is you guys going, nobody said me until towards the end. I hear, Uncle Mike, you getting it, Uncle Mike?
Richie was close too.
When Richie flipped the pie, it put me into gear even more.
I was like, oh, this is smart. Did he have
That's
to flip out the whole damn time?
I started beaver fucking grabbing that pie. I was like, shoving my teeth into that. Ain't nobody beating me in no pie contest that I know.
I think all the kids wanted to do it because they seen the adults go first.
I was about to say, I'm really glad we did it the way we did, and the adults went first, and you guys were having fun and stuff, because I think that's what really drawn most of the kids to want to do it.
Yeah, you gotta
really stoned because of my live, and this tune makes it real easy to sing. If you read right, you might say the same thing. MJ's a cool dude. I like MJ. He's real good people.
Good morning, baby. Good morning, Jess.
Oh my God, dude. The Hulk of me picked Jessica up last night. I thought she had to go to work. And then I walked over into her and I'm like, do you have to go to work? And she's like, no, I'm off. And then I'm like, oh my God, I picked that bitch up. I was so happy she didn't have to leave. I did. She's like, I knew when you picked me up that you drank. I'm like, I did. But I was just so happy. Honestly, I thought she had to go to work all day. I was like, damn, like, she's going to have to leave. And then she told me she wasn't leaving. I'm like, oh my God.
At one point, I'm like, hey, Kayla, do you got a lighter? And she's like, no. And then she goes, Michael, do you have a lighter? Michael's like, Kayla, I just gave you a lighter 2 minutes ago. And
he literally that second handed
her pocket and pulls out a lighter. Her just gut reaction was nope.
Oh, I don't ever have a lighter.
Masshole said Clutch. I know a band named Clutch. Yeah, Clutch. There was a song from Clutch, the band that was my high school song, my graduation song. What's funny is there was like 4 Kenny Chesney songs, and then that Clutch song on the voting ballot. Clutch won. Okay, the girls they got so upset that we voted Clutch that they did a recount, and then Clutch fucking won by even more because of them bitches.
I'm so weak.
Like we all were like, nah, bitches, we said clutch. Like who?
Fuck Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, fuck Kate.
Right. Fuck that sad ass song.
Wicked.
I can't even remember what my graduating song was.
I don't remember the song name.
I think it was like
remember it was
"See
called-
You Again" by Wiz Khalifa.
Song Morning Beautiful People. Happy motherfucking Sunday, says Frank.
Good morning.
Oh!
I can't really move when I do that song voice. I would go out more. Yeah. I get that. When you sing and move or you sing, that's why I have like drummers that can also are the lead singers. I have total respect for those guys because there's so much going on when like JD says, he has to actually do, it's not his actual voice, he's got to do that voice, you know. He's got to change his voice to a singing voice.
Dude, I wasn't hype all the way until he started singing our song. I was like, oh shit.
This
Hell
my song,
yeah.
this my song.
Yeah, I'm like, I know this song. And that
It's
was
my
over at
jam.
that. Me, Carly, and Cassie are over there screaming this song. I was like, you know what? This is a good way to start.
Dude,
MJ's rooster's name. Victoria, what's up, gorgeous? She said, I picked my nose this morning and got chocolate out. That's why I picked vanilla. I was like, give me vanilla because I don't want chocolate anywhere near me.
Honestly, it just looks so invasive, that pudding did. Like,
I was wearing my beautiful shirt and my
so
top hat
thick.
yesterday. I took my shirt, my top hat off, my necklaces. I put my adventure hat on, and that's how. And I tightened it up. That's how you knew I was ready for business.
And I tightened it up.
I tightened it on Lily too. Lily's in the pie. All you can see is hat and tin.
yeah.
When I pulled her up, the hat was like right over her eyes. I don't know how she even ate that pie. She could not see.
Dude, I'm so happy. The kids fun. Michael had a lot of fun.
Yeah, he did. I'm so fucking happy he had a good time.
I am too. I'm glad some of his friends came.
Dude, that's everything. It was great. It was great, 100%.
All around. It was phenomenal. Dude, that Caesar the monkey.
Oh,
I'm so salty that monkey don't like women. Like, what is wrong? What women do to you, Caesar?
I was extremely happy that he didn't like women because then you guys would have hogged him.
Listen, the whole time, Ryan and I were like joking back and forth with each other. Like, he was like, oh, he likes beards. Like, I'm going to go get him first, blah, blah, blah. And then when I saw my opportunity to even try to hold Caesar, I was like, no, I don't want to hold him. He likes men. Like, I don't want him screaming at me. That monkey, his personality is golden. He'll tell you he don't want you.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, she was, Josh and Victoria. Josh was holding them, and Victoria came up to kiss him, and he pushed Victoria's face away.
Oh, Carly came up and turned her back and was like, and Ryan was like, well, maybe like if you don't see your face and realize you're a girl, he'll go to you. Move your hair. So she turned around and moved her hair, and he literally pushed the back of her head and went right back up in Ryan's shoulder. I was like,
he can smell the vagines on your fingers.
Yeah.
He smells your vagina.
Oh, at one point, I made Victoria look like she had a beard with her hair.
Yeah.
And the monkey was still not having any of it.
Nah.
He was like, I see your disguise, bitch.
Me and Ryan both got by that monkey because Lily was she wanted to hold that monkey so dang bad, but
she did.
For an hour, I'd say for half the time the animals were there, she was chasing that monkey around trying to get it to come to her, and all that monkey kept doing, it would touch her hand and then push it away or try to bite her. It did bite her a couple times on her finger, but luckily the monkey's not, the monkey did get agitated for a minute, and he bit me pretty hard on my finger, and I wanted to be like, no, it's a bad monkey. But what do you do with a little fucking monkey like that?
Dude, did you see the kangaroo was getting all fucking hype? at the
Oh
end.
yeah, that kangaroo was ready to box.
Grabbing motherfucker's hands like, what's up, bitch?
He did. He stood up and like literally put his hands back, was like, what's up? What's up to Landon? And I'm like, Landon, back up. And Landon tried to back up and he grabbed his hand. I'm like, back up, Landon, back up now.
Yeah, because I seen you over there. Landon, you were telling Landon not to go up there. You turned your head a minute. He walked up there, and that kangaroo wanted to grab him by his head, dude. He was like,
Dude,
you want some of this?
Bigger than Landon. He's like, finally, someone my size.
exactly. He was
I'm gonna
like, all
fuck
right, let's
this
go.
kid up.
Yeah.
So, T-Rup,
Well,
Conor McGregor broke his leg last night.
I seen that. He threw a punch, and his fucking leg went out. But if you see it,
His leg got checked, or his kicks got checked a few times. And
yeah, if you see it, his leg was all bruised up. That leg that broke, it was all bruised up by the thigh, up by the shin and shit like that. It was all bruised up. So everybody's like,
first
how
time
do you?
I've ever seen Conor McGregor be shitty after a loss. Like, I understand it wasn't a true loss, but it was a loss. And usually he's super humble after he loses, but he was not. He was pissed and he was talking shit the whole time while he was sitting on his butt.
Yeah, I think
Talking about Poirier's wife and like shooting him and stuff like that. Are you what the fuck's wrong with you, bro?
Oh shit.
yeah. What I think
Too, Frank.
What I think is your leg ain't gonna just give out unless it has, damage done to it and shit like that. You got beat up, bro. That's what
You got your ass whooped, son.
Yep.
Now, it was a good fight.
Connor.
That first round was really good. They were boxing, they were kicking, they were wrestling. At one point, Poirier was on top on the ground, and McGregor was just elbowing the fuck out of him from the bottom. And then Poirier let him up, and then a little bit later, the end of the fight happened. Wonder Boy lost. By O'Malley won, but that dude that he fought. I'm not talking about his skills or anything, but his chin and heart, top notch.
It
went all but 30 seconds. I don't know why fucking Herb Dean even stopped the fight because it was still standing. They were standing. The dude was taking a lot of damage, and Herb Dean was just like, fight back. Okay, you're done. In the middle of standing and banging. But O'Malley broke the bantamweight record for most punches connected in one round. It was 98 strikes in one round in the first round, and then after that, this dude just kept eating them. Just kept coming forward and eating every fucking shot that Sean O'Malley had. And Sean O'Malley ain't no joke. He came in as a 1,000 favorite. That usually it's like a 200. 1,000 favorite. This guy that he fought came in on 10 days notice and just unbelievable heart. The dude did not go down. He was like a zombie. He was like a zombie coming forward and fucking coming at him. I don't know. I know why Herb Dean, the dude took a lot of damage, but still, he didn't fucking get knocked out. He didn't get knocked down. He was coming forward still.
Right.
That's crazy.
But other than that, I still got to go back and watch all the rest of the fights. But those three fights I watched, and they were all, well, obviously the Conor one ended a little early, but those two other fights were fire fights.
I don't think.
And yes, O'Malley whooped the fuck out of dude. Like whooped. It would have been like me fighting Tyler or something like that. He whooped the fuck out of him.
Okay, yeah.
But he didn't. He just kept coming. That was like, wow. If he don't get another fight purely on that, then I'm gonna be a little upset. Brother, raining bad here. Josh's girls getting wet today. Oh yeah, they are. Luckily, the garden's starting to get a little floody, but once again, I don't need to fucking water my garden. Unfortunately, I'd say unfortunately, but
It's not that unfortunate.
Dustin pointed at him when he checked his leg and then pointed.
Damn.
Wait, he said what?
He said Buddy's face was mincemeat, but he laughed. He was laughing and talking shit to O'Malley the whole time.
Was he really? That's
He
funny.
was. You should go back and watch it. Look it up. Only thing, I don't like looking it up on YouTube because they bring in it close and you don't see everything fully. You see just basics. He said it in his interview after the fight. What pissed Conor off? Yeah. Conor was pissed off because Dustin said that one of his leg checks, fucking broke his leg, and Conor's like, "Oh, like
that's for real though. That's really what happened."
Yep. The kid with the green hair laughed in the rainbow guy's face. Yep. As the rainbow guy proceeded to whoop his ass heavily.
Yeah. I think that I think that's a fucking good fight. Like that's what happens when you fucking lose. Chris Weidman beat Anderson Silva because he checked the leg kick.
Well, that's the only way you're going to stop those leg kicks coming in.
Yeah.
Because well, here's the thing. You see how Poirier took care of Conor last time. Leg kick. So Conor come in fast. He came out fast and kicking and everything. But is what it is. I think they're going to fight again. They'll fight again, but Poirier's going for the title shot next against Oliveira.
I don't even know who's going to win that fight.
It's going to be a good one. Like I said, if it stays on the feet, Dustin's going to win. If it goes to the ground, it's really a toss-up because Oliveira is one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in the whole UFC. All of it.
Isn't he like the best all-around fighter of that division?
I feel like with his stand-up game and his ground game, he can beat you anywhere. He can literally beat you anywhere. There is, I don't know, I'd have to watch a little bit of tape to find out a weakness. Everyone has weakness, but it's hard to find in him. Maybe his chin, he can get knocked out, but we'll see. I'm excited to see it because those are two dudes that are like, they've been in the UFC for 10 years. They've had their ups and downs a lot more than most of the other fighters. And it's just one of those things. I've been watching them for the past 10 years and watching them grow. And ever since Charles Oliveira turned his fucking hair blonde, he's been on fire. You can't beat him.
That division, like you said, though, yesterday, that division is fucking scary.
11 of the top fighters in that division could win that title tomorrow. If you could put them all against each other, and it's not one person's going to come out winning every single time. They're all that belt's going to exchange hands many, many times. Unless
I'm going to get in there, bro.
Unless Habib comes out of retirement, then it's Habib's a baby time.
Oh,
my visitor?
Got what? Oh, look at you, Luna. Dude,
she hears you guys too. She's like
I seen her
touching me.
I seen her when she was up on your lap, Kayla.
You guys,
she was sitting there looking at you.
To the highest, like she has to be touching me, and usually I have her out of my room when we're live, but I have a living room full of friends, so.
Dude. I love this.
Are you going to come over today, T-Rup?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I coming over today?
You can, but Nate's coming over and we're going to talk about cult affairs.
We're going early, and then we're going to have dinner with all the leftover food. Yeah, that part.
You guys saved all the leftover food? I left and it was still sitting there.
Oh, I don't know.
See? Both of you.
I heard the dinner. All I knew about was the dinner.
Yeah. That was me and Ryan had talked about that, but then I didn't. I told him I didn't grab the food.
I mean, if not,
We can figure something out. I don't have an issue with that. We can do dinner.
Bring something, yeah.
I don't even know if I'm gonna be hungry tonight. I'm not hungry at all. That pie's in me, just lumped in my belly.
I think they did pick up the leftover food.
Yeah, Cheyenne and Dakota were.
Oh, I know Cheyenne, Dakota took some of it, but there was still a shit ton left. I was gonna take some, but then my truck was full, and I didn't feel like fucking carrying 7 pans to my truck and sitting it in my passenger seat.
I don't know, man. Either way, we're eating.
Yeah, we can for sure. We can do that.
We'll eat food together.
Exactly.
We will break bread. All right, let's get to this spotlight. Today we are spotlighting the PolishHammer. Got about 5.5 minutes, and we'll be back.
Hey everybody, PolishHammer here with another update. 5x5 tent, leftover grow. We got this Mac 1 caps cut, day 61 flower. Flushed out nicely, fading very nicely. I just can't say enough good things about this plant. Let's go to this nicely lit one. Holy cow! This thing is just a frost monster. It's frost has frost. I love this plant. It tastes so good, smells so good. Under the Geek Light MB480 version 1, 441 watts with UV and IR diodes switched on. I think we only got a couple more days and this one's going to be done. She's doing really well. And if you look real close, you can see a couple white hairs left. There ain't many. Bringing up the rear here, we got the Royal Kush number 7 DX2 from South Bay Genetics. Originally bred by Mandelbrot Animal Mountain Legacy, Humboldt County. These things, I mean, this is day 52. Size these buds. Just massive. And not too many white hairs left on these, I feel. We might have a week left. This finished last time at day 54. So you're going to have to pay attention because it finishes real fast. These are huge buds. We've done a real good job keeping them defoliated and the humidity in check. Not really having hardly any swing. 70 to 84 degrees. Pretty happy with the temps. This tent's been running excellent. And we also have another one of those over here. Also, just massive buds. It's amazing how big these buds get. Now, these are pretty leggy girls. They only grow this way, as you all probably know. These were leftover plants stuck on a mom table that got thrown in with the web grow and spiked the humidity, and then just about killed them, Mr. Cruz. But they've done well. These plants didn't care about no humidity. Spikes, crazy stuff like that. They're like, hey, let's just be extremely beautiful and perfect and Mac-like and Royal-like. As you see, again, Get Bent series, if you watched it. This is a pretty impressive strain, and it's probably going to turn purple before it's done. Just like this one has. Purple and gold. Super impressed. Got these all flushed out. The Mac a couple weeks ago. Just got these Royal Kushes flushed out actually today. Down to about 220 ppms. The tap water I run is 109 right now. So there's only about 100 ppms of newts in there. And water for next week should take care of that. I think we're going to do real well in here.
considering we did not fill this canopy. I mean, like I said, these are just leftovers. I threw in here because they were too much for the 4x4, and this thing had some space available. I'm glad I did, because, man, those Royals are huge. We did lose a bud, one of the lowers, which, as you can see, is still a nice sized bud. Was not hooked into the canopy, or into the scrog rather, and I found it snapped. Wasn't completely off, but it wasn't going to recover. It's too bad, because really not totally done. A lot of white hairs on it. We're going to hang this up. This will be the first taste of the Royal from this batch. All right, Floraflex nutrients. Cocoa. These do have a little perlite left in them just from the transplant from the last batch of cocoa, but trying to eliminate the perlite, so there's very little in there. Pretty much that. Some MSA Alchemist Stout Silica. Full lineup of Floraflex V1, V2, V1, V2, and the full tilt. I did not foliar spray these at all. Not really down with spraying my tents. So, is what it is. I think we did all right, considering. Next time we'll try to fill out the scrog with this stuff and see how it goes. Everybody stay safe. PolishHammer out.
That 5x5 was going hard, dude. Frosty Nugs, dude. Frosty Nugs.
Whoop whoop. What up, CSL? So I've got an update.
What?
At 10 o'clock, Ryan asked me if I grabbed all that food. So I'm gonna guess that nobody grabbed all that food.
No, I didn't.
He don't remember me telling him I wasn't taking any.
Oh.
It was a busy time. So did you hear that? I'm
What?
pretty sure nobody grabbed the food besides Shan and Dakota.
No one grabbed food?
Because I just looked at my phone during the spotlight, and Ryan messaged me at 10 saying, "Did you grab all that food?" Ooh.
No.
I told him last night a couple times that I wasn't gonna grab it, but obviously he didn't remember. There was a lot going on.
Jesus. There's a lot going on.
There was a lot going on. And I was like, yeah, you got like a car full of people. You should all just tell them to grab one. But
Yep.
oh well. We'll figure something out for din.
Yeah, we could make tacos. Just get a bunch of meat, and then we can literally just make soft or we can make walking tacos. Get a bunch of Doritos.
Walking tacos are good.
Let's
Yeah,
do that. As long as Victoria's okay with that, let's do that.
as long as Victoria, well, she's not going to be home until like 5:30, 4:30, 5:30, something like that because of work. But as long as she don't have to cook, she's going to be 100% cool with it. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll cook tacos.
Bet.
Okay.
Woo! Tacos!
Tacos.
Taco Sunday. We haven't had tacos in a minute for a family dinner.
We had tacos at Adriana's birthday party.
Hey, for family dinner.
We had the
At least
coolest
it's not
taco
pasta,
bar ever.
goddammit. We're not eating pasta this time.
No, I can't. My belly can't handle pasta right now. Don't ever eat a whole pie. In I wonder how much.
That was like 5 snack pack, like big puddings.
How many minutes did it take me to eat that pie?
Probably
I'd
like
say like 3 or 4.
3 or 4? No way. That was too long.
it was definitely like
3 at least.
30 seconds to 3 minutes for sure.
I'd rather go with that number.
3 to 5.
T-Rup has no concept of time. Dude, let's talk about how this fool, Mr. Middleman right here. What up, Union Man? Mr. Middleman. Okay, so the cake's about to come out, right? And we're like, T-Rup, go tell everybody to sit down and settle down for a minute because we got the cake. And all of us, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I don't hear T-Rup telling nobody anything. So I walk into the backyard and I see T-Rup telling people one by one, hey, let's go over here. And I look at him, I yell, T-Rup, where's your fucking mic? And he goes, oh yeah.
You have a mic.
That's your job, damn it.
I thought it. Fuck.
And then Mr. forgot the mic. And then he's over here. Okay, I'll give him during the pie eating contest. He's got the mic and he's talking about la la la. But he's got the camera too, but he's not pointing the camera at anything but the ground. I'm like, I look up and I'm like, camera. T-Rob, what the fuck?
He said, T-Rob, you have the camera in your hand. I'm like, oh yeah, I do.
Whoopsies.
Can't do two things at once, bro. What do you expect?
Yeah. It was a good ass time. I had a fucking great time. That's another one we're gonna talk about for a while.
That was a good party.
That fire. Listen, when Cult Affair was going on and I was in the DJ booth, I could see that fucking thing looked like it was at least 3 stories high of a fire.
Oh, it was definitely big.
It's probably, well, it's raining now, but I was going to say if it didn't rain like it did last night, that thing would still be going. That thing would burn for days.
Mm-hmm.
Decades.
I had to take my hammock down for a while.
Did you? Oh, yeah. Because
light it on fire.
Yep.
I'm on fire, Ricky.
Oh, man. I can't wait to start talking about cult affairs now, though, because now I don't want to go too big into it, but we've got a bunch of people on board now. A bunch more people since seeing that. I'm not going to name the big names, but Mr. Ace Boogie come over to me. He's like, I want to be killed in this movie. I want to be a death. I said, perfect. Uncle Mike, he goes, that was a nice flick. That was a good flick. I like that. If Uncle Mike had any doubts, he no longer has a doubt.
Dude, I'm telling you, the second that short film came out, that second, I was amazed. Like, I loved that. I still love it. It's cool shit.
I can't wait. It's
crazy
we're sitting down today and putting shit on paper.
It's crazy to think like it was like a little film, like, you know, a short film, and now you guys are
here's what I agree, but to expand on that, it's
doing really well. It's a very good film, like, you know.
When he asked us, hey, I got some small roles, you want to be in this? We're like, fuck yeah, sure. I can't wait. I love being on both sides of it. I can't wait to have everybody together working on this. Like, that's honestly, that's my favorite part. Like, of everything, all the stuff that we do. My favorite part is having my hand in putting it together and making it run smooth. I don't need the main role, and I just need a role, a supportive role to fucking make sure shit's running well and smooth, and then to sit back and watch it for a second. In the middle of what was going on, I stopped and I fucking, from our tent, I looked and I was like, oh my gosh. And as I Ryan, we did this, Ryan. We did this. This is sweet.
Yeah, I stood back because at first I was like really anxious on like making sure I had everything and like doing the right thing. But then I stepped back and like looked at how it all was. And I was like, this is awesome. This is what we planned.
I'm going to be honest. Up until the pie eating contest, I was anxious as fuck. Like, I was super anxiety. I couldn't.
I don't know why I was like that too. Like, I was literally shaking, and it wasn't because I didn't eat or I didn't have enough water. Like, no, I was just anxious. Like, we spent so much time putting this together and thinking about this. Like, I just wanted it to be right. And then it just fell into place. Like,
Actually, the only
was
time I have
awesome.
been anxious like that was the first, like the most I've been anxious. But the comedy show, I wasn't anxious at all, not even a little bit. But for everything else we've done, I'm always anxious.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had to stop smoking for a while. I was like, maybe I'm smoking too much weed.
Me too. Me too. I smoked 3 joints while I was there. One of them was a full joint for myself, but I was just taking little baby fucking hits and passing them away and getting back.
Mhm. Yeah, because I was like, dude, I'm
Walking.
scared.
I was just walking and walking and walking, making
That's
sure.
not. That's what I'd do. I'd come into a rotation, grab a joint, puff it a few times, and leave.
Union Man, I just posted the link to the movie Cult Affairs. That's what we're talking about. So this is the link to the short film, and we're making a full length feature movie out of from this idea. Union says pie eating contest. What the fuck? I need to move. Come on, man. I won that shit. We need to make a championship belt for the pie eating contest and hold one every fucking year. I'll hold that bitch. I'll hold it. That's one thing I knew I was gonna win. Like T-Rup, I think if you liked pie, you're about the only person, maybe Keith Farnham, you two, I'll tell you Kevin Keck could beat me, but you 3 people, if you 3 were in the I would have been a little bit more cautious, but
I would fucking whoop you in that, dude.
you house food. I house food, but you were gone. Like I'll have like 3 bites and his food's completely gone.
I'll put this chin and just scrape it up, bro.
That's about
truck.
Uncle Mike was close. I do know that. I didn't see his pie, but I knew he was the leading horse up until I heard you say, "Oh, Josh, you're winning."
Yeah. When I seen the pie eating contest, I was like, I don't want to host this next time.
You want to be in it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially if it's like some butterscotch pudding, bro.
Especially if we get to pick our own pudding.
Right.
Big pie belt. Yeah. It's just a fucking whipped cream pie on the belt. 3D style. You know? If Richie would have had a holder, he would have beat you. No way. Yet says the woman that didn't even hold her own son's plate. Jeez.
He said my mom doesn't even love me, bro.
Hey, you see Ace Boogie jumped right behind me. He's like, I got you, bro. We're doing this. As soon as I saw Ace Boogie behind me, I was like, oh yeah. If there was any doubt, Tom Brady's got my back. And he was just in my ear like, yeah, that's get it. One time he touched my plate to move it back to me. That was it. One time. I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Sorry, I
What?
had to take the dog out.
What do you say? What?
What?
What'd you say?
No, what'd you say when you won? They were like, man, that's not fair. He must have helped you. You're like, yeah, when you got Tom Brady, you win.
Yeah, I don't remember what you said. What I said.
When you got Tom Brady on your team, you win.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember what yeah.
That is what I said. Yep. I forgot. That was pure fucking ecstasy coming out of my mouth. Unscripted ecstasy.
Oh my god.
I tried to help your girl and she quit. Yeah. She's like, I looked up YouTube videos. I got this. And that's one thing I do remember saying. I looked at her. I said, you can watch all the YouTube videos you want. Oh. But how about Tyler's Exotics and all those? This is an earth dweller. dweller of the
This is
day.
the Earth Dweller of the day.
This is the Earth Dweller of the day.
This is the Earth Dweller of the day.
This is the
This is the
dweller
Earth
of the
Dweller
day.
of the day. This is the Earth Dweller of the day.
See what's walking on this earth. Crawling on this earth.
Okay.
What?
What is the Earth Dweller of the day? What?
Oh,
Luna is frazzled by that.
And just like Stone Cold, Josh wins championships too. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
I need some sleep, bro.
No, you
Shit.
don't. You need to come
I'm
to Josh's house. I'm tired. She's sleepyhead.
Tired. We're tired.
All right, let's talk about the Yarrow.
Yarrow.
Actually, Tyler's Exotics, appreciate you for coming out.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was
They're
was
beautiful animals.
super cool. I would love to be you.
I
Yeah.
held
I would love to
two
learn how
American
to do
alligators last night.
that thing.
I would love to have those animals. That's what
Listen,
I mean.
I watched him get the kangaroo in his little basket thing, like tie him up, and it was so cute. The kangaroo had his own little like newborn swaddle. It was so fucking cute. I sat there and watched this like kangaroo try to get out of it about 3 times, and finally Tyler got it and tied him up and was holding him, and the kangaroo just laid his head on his shoulder, like, you know what, I like this.
I like that. That was cute. That monkey did the same thing. Finally went back to him and then curled up around his neck.
Aww,
Okay, let's
like
see.
my dad.
Yarrow can pretty much grow everywhere. Remember that plant yesterday where I was like, I think this is edible.
Yeah.
That's Yarrow. It has one or more stems that reach usually over 3 feet high if they grow all the way. It's feathery leaves, covered in tiny white hairs on the stem. It develops miniature white or reddish or pink flowers arranged in a as you see it, in a circle, terminal, whatever it says. Let's see. It produces a nut-like fruit called ACHENE. What is that, T-Rup?
ACHENE.
I don't know what that is, but you spelled it. I spelled it. Yep, it contains 1 seed. That's it. Yarrow can be propagated via seed and parts of the stem. It's also known as carpenter's weed because carpenters also often use it to stop the bleeding from wounds, cuts, and basically it clots blood. That's cool.
Here, rub this nut on that cut.
No, not the nut.
Oh.
No, not the nut. Yarrow was used as food in the 17th century. The leaves were prepared and consumed like spinach. And they often put stuff in the yarrow in soups. It's often known as poor man's pepper also because it has a bitter and pungent taste. It even alters the taste of cow's milk. It becomes more bitter when the cows eat it. When they eat too much of it, anyway.
Oh.
Let's see. A combination of yarrow, marsh rosemary, and sweet gale was used for the production of beer known as Groot ale during medieval times. Okay. That's neat. Essential oils extracted from yarrow are often used in treatment of influenza and common cold. These oils need to be taken with caution because they may trigger severe allergic reactions on the skin and even induce miscarriage in pregnant women. Can be used for the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis, toothache, sore throat, stimulates circulation, regulates menstrual cycle, eliminates excess water from the body. Yarrow is beneficial for gardeners because it improves the quality of the soil and repels certain pest insects. I wonder what those are. Let's look that up real quick.
Is it because of the bitter taste? Or the bitter? I don't know. Because if it got rid of aphids and shit like that, you might as well just plant that next to your weed.
No kidding. Horseflies. Tinctures. I don't. It just. Oh, here we go. It's horseflies is basically what I can see. It's other ones besides that, but that's caterpillars, cornworms, cabbage worms, cabbage looper, cutworms, army worms, stink bugs, nymphs, beetles, and fly larvae.
That's good to put around in your garden then.
Yep. Yesterday, let's see what else. What else? I think that's it for the. It says adults deposit white eggs on foliage or directly on the body of a host. So that's what flies do. Blech. Stay away from me.
That's gross.
Yeah. That's a no from me, dog.
Yarrow is a perennial, which means it can survive more than 2 years in the wild. Birds such as starlings use yarrow when they build their nests. Nests made of yarrow do not contain parasites. That's cool.
That's actually good. I think it's the bitterness of the leaf. No fucking bug wants to eat that shit.
They're all like, get the fuck away from me, please. No, thank you.
No, thank you, buddy.
Oh, shoot. Richie would have helped. Got your bear. So pretty. So the ones that we see usually we'll see in the wild around here are all white. They're the white ones. Good morning, Mom. And friends.
Thanks for calling me handsome, Michelle.
Cold-blooded, what's up? Okay, nice. I'm on a little break, so cheers, y'all. I'll be here a lot. Sometimes I can't comment in the chat. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you, cold-blooded.
We're glad you can show up. Yes, we are. 100%. I wonder if Nate Thompson. How cool would it be if Nate Thompson was in my driveway and then as soon as we go off air, well, dude, if Nate Thompson's in my driveway, come in here. But one time he did that to me. You know that? Told him to be here after when the podcast ended, and he waited until the podcast ended to come inside. But it is that time. Time to go.
Right. Well, I love you all. I hope you have a great day. Josh, let me know what's going on for tonight.
Okay, I'll talk to Ryan a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah.
I love you guys.
Later.
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna come to my house.
I'm gonna go get ready, yeah.
Okay. Love you guys. Peace out.
Love you all.
Bye, guys.
See you tomorrow.